Hello everyone, Manthroll here. Welcome back to a behind the scenes, the month ahead video. Uh, Actually, big news. It might seem like May doesn't have a lot of updates, but keep in mind, okay, the month ahead, the behind the scenes thing, it is only a possibility of what's coming. And also, they don't have everything listed, I'm pretty sure, that is coming out this week or this coming month. Okay, so there is some stuff going on. It looks like there's going to be a surprise update at some point. I can't tell you what because I don't know myself. But the biggest deal is Shattered Worlds is coming this coming month. Unless for whatever reason it gets bumped back. But this is what they have in store for us. And Shattered Worlds looks pretty sweet. From the way it reads, it looks like, okay, it actually does say this is a mini game. It has fantastic new rewards. There's new worlds, strange creatures. I think it's supposed to be all randomly generated, procedurally generated from what I remember. And the further you keep going from world to world, the stronger and harder everything gets. So that is something to keep in mind. But it does say it recommends people to be at least level 40 in your chosen combat style. So if you're a ranged person, they want you to be level 40, at least minimum for range to even do this. But the lore into it is actually really good. I'll read that in a little bit, but this is actually going to be pretty big. There's going to be new items, a whole bunch of stuff. Let me see here if I can't find... Okay, I can't find where it said about that. But, right here. There's no hard level requirement, but they do recommend adventurers to have a minimum of level 40 in their chosen combat style. And as you progress through the worlds, it gets harder and harder, and by the end of it, you will need max levels and the best gear available to take on most of the challenges. So it's hard to say what's really going to be happening when you get down the road, because there is mutators, which will change what happens. There's like kind of think of it like invention perks for combat. You got good perks, you got bad perks. There's going to be good mutators and there's going to be bad mutators. This is something I will be showing for you guys. Of course, this looks really awesome to me. It is probably not going to be safe. I can say that it's not going to be a safe death. So if you're a hardcore Iron Man, do keep that in mind, that it's probably not going to be safe death, but you probably can leave at any given opportunity. But as far as what comes with it, it does say there is weekly challenges. It also includes weekly challenges set for various levels of player, earning you more points to spend on unique rewards. And here's a little bit of the description of what it says. It says, and the gear on offer is pretty awesome, including sigils that occupy a brand new equipment slot. So that right there in itself is a huge update. I mean, the Shattered Worlds update by itself, if you ask me, is going to be good enough to cover for like an entire month's worth of content. In my book. Maybe not yours, but for me, yeah, it's pretty good. Also, that equipment slot will give effects like XP or Slayer XP boosting, forcing creatures to be aggressive. There's going to be new abilities. There's going to be one for dual wielding melee, one for ranged, and it says along with an update to an ability you'll already be familiar with. So there's going to be an unlock for an ability that's already out there, which I'm very curious to see what that is. So it doesn't say exactly how many new abilities, but it does say that there are new abilities too. So there could be more than what they're listing right there. So I mean, that's, if you ask me, that's really good news for, well, everybody who uses EOC. There's a new pet. It has 9 evolution stages, so keep that in mind. It sounds pretty neat. There's cosmetic outfits, XP, unique Slayer contracts, and it says that's just a handful of things on offer. So there's probably a lot more yet to come yet too. So don't worry, there's a lot coming with this. Also, and along with, there's a charity, Jagex Charity Initiative 2017. They also talk about this. There's going to be a mental health awareness week. Oh, I forgot, before I even get into that, the introduction into Shattered Worlds says, Shattered Worlds is a major update this month, a huge new single player combat minigame with fantastic rewards. And here it goes. Centuries of teleportation magics have created punctures in the abyss, causing the fabric between shards and their locations to grow weaker. Twisted by the mutations and growths within the abyss, environments, spirits, creatures from familiar places are pulled together, creating strange new worlds. A new chivalrous order, the Abyssal Knights, have formed to defend us from this new threat in the swamps south of Lumbridge. But they need adventurers like you to take the fight into the abyss, meeting its dangers head on. In Shattered Worlds, you'll fight gallantly through these worlds, stacking up mutators as you play. Each mutator can affect the gameplay in the next world, granting you and the creatures unique effects that change the flow of battle. It's mad, it's chaotic, it's a ton of fun. And that is just a beautiful way to put it. I absolutely agree, that will be a lot of fun. But back to the Mental Health Awareness Week. They're going to have this going on to help, people with some mental health issues, and different things to help take on like the negative views or the stigmas that maybe society or certain local areas have against certain mental health issues. But it does say you'll be able to collect tokens to unlock some new cosmetic items, or you can alternately buy them in the store, and it says all the proceeds from this will go straight to the charity. So that's really cool. So I'm interested to see that, and like I'm always for charities and stuff like that, and I will be taking part in that myself as well. There's going to be an achievement system. It says work continues. The achievement system with phase 2 well on its way we've been compiling all your feedback. So basically they're going to be taking all the feedback they got from the achievement system that they have released, and they're going to be implementing and changing different things in the achievement system, and they're happy with how it looks, but of course they're going to want more feedback, and if they need to change anything again, they'll change it up. And also it does say there is the double XP weekend, which starts on midday on the 19th of May to the 22nd. So midday on the 19th to midday on the 22nd. This is we'll be running double XP sorted to get things sorted for the Menaphos, which opens up June 5th. But it does not say that it's a trickle down type effect, so don't expect that. It's just that was an experimental one when they did that. This is probably just going to be your traditional run-of-the-mill double XP. So there is that. There's a Menaphos quiz and competitions, and the quiz is which desert character are you quiz. If you go to RuneScape.com, you can actually try the quiz yourself. And if you go to the Menaphos player gallery, you can win a life-size Menaphos weapon, but you got to flex your artistic skills and submit an all-new player gallery. So I'm kind of curious, but there is a link to that here, so we'll check that out. We'll try the new quiz. I'll show you who I get. You can become a Menaphos insider, find out the secrets of Menaphos first. and you get to sign up for that. And they'll be letting people know from next Thursday, May 4th, if you're in it. And there's also another competition to name the Menaphos pup. Now, that one I'm not going to open up because, well, I can't think of a good name for a bar, especially an Egyptian bar. Okay, but as far as the Jagex charity initiatives, this is another thing that was posted today. This is for 2017. They're going to be working alongside the CPSL Mind, the Prince Trust, YMCA right here. And they're looking to raise a total, it says for their programs, I don't know if they mean individually or overall, but they're looking to raise £150,000, which is absolutely fantastic. The first one is on mental health issues, and the charity program that they are trying to promote, or that actually is doing it, that they're helping out with, which is a CPSL Mind, which is a Stop Suicide campaign, and their primary target ages is 13 to 25, but of course, I'm sure they branch out further than that, but, it's actually something that's very good, and, something not a lot of places actually do, so I'm very happy with Jagex to actually be doing something like that. There's a 58th player gallery. Okay, so it does say they have some information here if you click on that link about how you can enter in. So that's one thing. Also, if you go to their webpage, you can actually see, here's the quiz. So we'll take the quiz. Huh. Alrighty. So, if you guys want to go ahead and do it, go ahead, but my connection, it says attackers may steal your information from RuneScape.com. Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to do that. It's legit, but I'm not going to do that, just in case, odd chance that somebody got into their stuff, and yeah, I'm not risking that. I don't know. I'm a little funny when it comes to stuff like that. But if you click on the link for the Menaphos Insiders, it tells you right here what they are, how they communicate, and they said exclusive Discord server where the Menaphos Insiders can chat and share information. And this is, why are you doing this? They said this is an experiment for us. We want to see what happens when we let a small group of players share exclusive information. So, guarantee you, if I'm actually in it, the information I get is going to go on the channel. So, cheers. What if the information isn't shared? It even says that. And they just wanted that. If the information isn't shared, it's no big deal. They're just curious to see what happens when they do this. It's an experiment for them. So, but yeah, that's back into the month ahead. I would love to see. Okay, they don't have it here. I want to see if they have the double XP regulations, because it's not showing, so I will get you guys the restriction of the double XP stuff when it gets closer to time. Matter of fact, I'll be researching it tonight, and I'll get it for you guys for the Suggestion Saturday video. This way we can have the information for you guys of what is restricted on the double XP weekend. It's probably going to be the same stuff as usual, but this way you guys are aware. So that'll actually do it for this video, so thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time, later guys.